final set. And what we have here is a Blood Moon. Now, I'm going to put this probably into Wart, because that deck focuses on punishing people who run basics. Either that or maybe Modern Burn, but probably not. Council's Judgment. Now, I've got a Political Golos deck, and this is just fun to have, so yeah, probably be putting into my Political Golos. Or yeah, Political Golos, nothing else. Balduvian Rage. Now, this is just a common, but the effects on it are incredibly cool. Now, you could run this in a feather deck. I do not have a feather. I'll be putting it into Wart, because this cycles, and like any card that cycles in Wart is great, because you can copy it with the Conspire, and you've cycled +1, so that I would recommend. Springleaf Drum going into Joy Weatherlight Captain. It's a way of adding mana to your pool, and it only costs 1, so you know it's really easy to cycle. Very easy, very good for keeping your storm turns going. Thopter Foundry. I don't have a deck for this, so I mean, it's only non-common, so it's not really too much of an issue. I'll probably be making a Sidri at some point, and this would be quite fun to do it with. Mana Echoes. Right, I don't really have a deck that this would be good in. Obviously, you might think Marith, but I've already got Mana Echoes in there. Just off the top of my head, I can't think of something unless I made a Goblins deck. But I'll keep an eye on this one. Chord of Calling. Once again, I don't have many decks that I really want a chord in. A Morrowind deck already has it in, and a Azusa deck only runs 2 sorceries, one of which being Primal Surge, so you don't want to dilute the pool further. And then maybe Marith, maybe, but that doesn't have that many impactful creatures. Yeah, just maybe Merrin, but once again you're diluting the pool, and yeah, probably Merrin if I'm gonna push it. Baleful Strix. Once again, I don't really have a deck for this, and these colour combinations. Maybe Tazga, if I don't have one in there already. If I do have one in there already, I can't remember off the top of my head, sorry, then maybe in my Sidri deck when I make it. Ooh, all over here. Power Plant, except it's foil. Voice of Resurgence. I've been wanting one of these for a while, for a long time. I will be putting it into my Marith deck. It's an elemental, which is very synergistic with the Mana Echoes, and a bunch of the elemental synergy that I've got in there. Death Shadow. I'm going to trade this off. I don't have a Death Shadow Modern, and it's pretty useless in EDH. Yeah, pretty much. Terastodon. I don't really have a deck for this at the moment. My big creatures decks both have Terastodons in, so I don't really need it. It's probably a bit too low value to trade off, so I'll probably just find a deck for it at some point. Whoa! Meddling Mage, a card I've been wanting for a long time, ever since I had it played against me in Modern about 6 years ago. It's always been one of those ones that's just a little bit too expensive for me to just buy on a whim, but yeah, I will probably be putting this into into Aphara. I reckon Aphara, because that way I can flicker it and choose a different name each time. Yay! Endless Atlas. I believe I'll be putting this into Wart. because sometimes you just have too many ramp cards, and then you just don't have anything in your hand. So the alternative is Duretti if it's not in there already. I'm pretty sure it's in Duretti, but might not be. Or Joyva. So one of the artifact decks that I've got, or Wart. Academy Ruins. That should be quite obvious what deck that's going in. I've mentioned it often enough, but just in case you can't guess. Joyva. Now we've got a couple of foily boys over here. So Lightning Axe. It's got sweet foiling on it, and that is going to be going into a Riel the Everwise deck, because in Riel the Everwise you pay 1 red and discard a card to deal 5 damage to a creature, and then you draw a card. So it's pretty damn good. And Invigorate will go into our Marwyn deck. Being able to make Marwyn tap for another 4 mana for a turn is great. And it's in foil as well, that's even better. Right. And finally, we've got our just decent commons and uncommons that I'm going to be using. So we've got Path to Exile. Yeah, just good card. I'll conveyor belt these. Ooh. Veteran Explorer. This will either go into Political Golos or potentially Merrin, although it's a bit puggy for that, so probably into Golos. My fun Golos. Political Golos, not my big creatures. Buried Ruin. There's already one in Duretti. I'm not sure if there's one in Joyva, so probably into Joyva. Right, as is mine. Probably into one of the monocolour decks. Foil Brainstorm. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. Probably into Tazgur, maybe. Or Maelstrom Wanderer. So I can put what I want on the top of my deck. Just a normal power plant. Ooh, conveyor belt. Foil Braid. Might use it for modern. I don't really have a control-y commander deck that would run that in yet. In red. Still Sabotage. I'm tempted to run this in Joyva. 1 blue to bounce an artifact to your hand, so you can have another chance at a draw. It's pretty cool. Yeah, probably in Joyva. Everflowing Chalice. Just good to have more of these. I'm not sure what deck I'd run it in yet. Yeah, not really sure. And there's this tower, completing 1 set of Urzatron lands. Cranial Plating. I don't have a deck for this. I still don't have a deck for this. I'm not sure what I'll be putting into, but I'm sure I'll find something. Maybe Sidri when I build it. Foil Ancient Stirrings. You know, this way I can basically build a Tron deck. Because there's another power plant. There's a tower. Oh look, it's a Chromatic Star. This will be going into Joyva. Yeah, Joyva, not Duretti, because it's a cheap artifact, and it draws a card if you use it, and it draws a card when you cast it. So that's just good. Manamorphose. Now, I've only got one deck that uses this at the moment, which is Wart. I would like to be able to use Manamorphose in another deck because it's a great card. I'm just not sure which one yet. I'm sure I'll find a way. Expedition map, Modern Tron maybe. Ooh, who knows? You know what? I don't think I've got this in my Joyva deck, so probably in Joyva. Lightning Greaves. I don't think I've got these in Joyva. I really should to protect her. Another Ancient Stirrings. Whoa, Tron. Hidden Stockpile. I haven't really got a deck for this, but it's a cool card, and it's good to have a copy of it. I'll be keeping this. And we've only got one of it, but it's a doubliette. This is probably I haven't really got a deck for it. I might run it in my Tazgear. I don't think so, because it's sorcery speed and removal, and it's 3 mana, so it's not too great. If I rebuild my Kuruk deck, then it's going to go into Kuruk, because then it's just 1 mana to make someone lose their commander completely. Whoa, look at all my magic on the floor. Oh, naughty boy. And then for, I bet you think I forgot about the box toppers, didn't you? Well, here we go. Here's an Urza Tower. Now, I'm probably going to be selling this because I don't really have much of a need for it. I'm not actually building Modern Tron, so, and if I was, then I'd sell this and get a bunch of the common lands, wouldn't I? And the actual exciting one, oh yeah, boy, it's a Mana Crypt. It's a Mana Crypt. I've been wanting this for a while. Not specifically this art, but just Mana Crypt in general, but I'm really happy that I got this art. So, yeah. All in all, I think this is a pretty good box. I don't think I hit the £225 that I spent on it. Actually, I forgot to mention one card that that bumps it right up. Now, you won't be able to see it because I forgot. I can't believe I forgot about it. Now, the top loader it's in isn't the cleanest, but you can still see it. Wow. It's a foil Force of Will. Now, I would love to keep this, but the boss at home, the wife, has decided that I should sell it or trade it for a normal Force of Will, like a non-foil, and the approximately £70 to £80 price difference. And I agree with her. I would like to be able to recoup some of the costs, bring it down to maybe £150 instead of £225. Very happy with this. I was squeeing with delight. All in all, good box. I like the set. Even the jankier, like even the low value rares seem to be ones that you would use in a bunch of the decks, and the commons and uncommons are very handy if you are building, have a lot of deck building things in mind, especially with artifacts. Especially with black artifacts, which alas I don't have, but you know, you can only have so much value in a box, eh? Right, this was Sam from Fun Decks Only, showing my commons and uncommons. I was going to do an unboxing video, but I got so impatient. So excited, especially once I saw the Mana Crypt. I couldn't contain myself anymore, so sorry about that. And I will be doing a deck tech soon. I'm just I've got a Wart one coming up, very fun. I've got the Archidect all ready for that, but I'm waiting for some video footage from a game that I played with Affinity for Commander, the guys from there, and there were some really dope plays that I really want to show off in the video, so I won't be putting up until then. So you might get a double deck tech on Wednesday when it comes up. Right, thanks for watching and listening and all that jazz. I'll probably have had to put this onto 2 videos because I've been talking for a long time, but thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. Bye.